Hi, yes, I'd like to order a large pizza, please. Yeah, can I just do sausage, peppers, and onions? Yeah. It's gonna be an hour and a half? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. How's it going? My name's Jack Cavavit, and growing up in a family of cooks, one thing I've learned is if you can't get it, make it yourself. So today, I'm gonna show you how to make one of my favorite things, and that's pizza. For step 2 preparation, we're going to want to let our dough rest. To do so, take a bowl, put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom, and drop both your doughs inside and thoroughly mix around the olive oil. By letting it rest, we're going to cover it with a cloth and let sit on a counter for around 30 minutes to 2 hours. This is really important because this will help get rid of all the gluten inside the dough and make it a lot easier to work with later on while we put our toppings on. Next, we're going to start by cutting up our vegetables. The first thing you're going to want to do is cut off the top of each pepper. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'll just cut a little score around the edge, cut around, and make sure I get the top and all the seeds out. Next, I'm just removing all the inner edges and all the guts that we don't want to use from this pepper. After this, but very carefully without trying to cut your finger, slowly cut each pepper into small slices just as so. You're going to want to do this for both peppers, as when you do cook this, they're going to break down a little bit more and they will get smaller. Once you're done finishing up your peppers, you're going to move on to your onion. And with the onion, you're going to want to cut one side off, then cut in half, and once you do cut in half, it'll leave it very easy for you to cut after that, and you can get rid of all of the excess outer edge of the onion, a couple layers or so, and then you're going to want to cut it into slices as you can see here, and we're going to be ready to move on and put all of our veggies into the pan and get those cooking. For the sausage, we're not going to be using the casing, so a quick trick I want to show you is if you twist the inside middle of the sausage, it'll make it very tight, and you can push out all the inside of the sausage that we're going to be using. Now I also recommend putting it right into the pan because we're going to be cooking it right there. And as you can see, if you just cook the sausage for around 5 minutes, it should turn out looking just like this. We don't want to be cooking it too much, as if we cook it too much, it'll be overcooked when we put the pizza in the oven. Once you do take that sausage off, right in that same pan, you can see all that goodness in there and flavor from that sausage. Throw a little bit more olive oil and throw your onions and peppers right in there. We're going to be cooking both of these on around medium to high heat as we want just a quick high cook. Moving on to step 3, the assembly is probably the most important part of the entire process. Here you can see our dough that we've been letting rest for around 30 minutes, and it's a little difficult to work with. Now, like I mentioned before, the longer you let it rest, the easier it will be to work. However, we're going to still go at this. Now you can see the big trick for here to get your dough to the right form you'd like is to really work on it. You got to really make sure you're stretching it with your fingers, poking on all the corners, stretching it to the sides, while also picking it up a couple times and stretching the dough out. It's going to take a little while, so around 5 to 10 minutes of work on this dough should be enough to suffice to get you to that form that you like. Now once you do get that form, you'll be ready to put your toppings on. One of the most important things that I like to stress with toppings is the sauce. You'll see when I start putting sauce on that I only use a quarter of the jar. The more sauce you put, the more chance your dough will get soggy and not crispy that I really do prefer. After that, here's 3 additional toppings that you should have around your house, which is garlic powder, oregano, and also a little bit of pecorino romano cheese. You can see on the side as well that I already pre-sliced the mozzarella cheese from before. And this is all preference for your toppings. The more cheesy you like it, the more cheese you should put on. I personally like a lot of cheese, so I'm going to load mine up. And after that, you can throw on your peppers and your onions, and also your sausage as well, and you'll be all set to load this guy up right into the oven. Finally, preheat your oven to 375 degrees, and put your pizza in to bake for around 15 to 20 minutes until crispy around the edges. And hopefully, when that pizza comes out, it's looking a little something like this. So if you don't got a pizza cutter, you can obviously use a knife. Fortunately, I do have a pizza cutter. So I'll cut into this thing nice here. Let's just cut off a little piece for myself. Alright guys, look at this. And the first bite, always the best. Definitely worth the wait. I hope you guys can make this at home. This is absolutely incredible. To recap, step 1, gather your ingredients. Step 2, preparation. Let your dough rise while also cooking your peppers, onions, and sausage. Step 3, assembly, is working your dough while also getting all of your toppings on top of the pizza. Step 4 is preheating your oven and baking it. And step 5, the best part, enjoy. And for anyone that does want to watch this or find this recipe, I've left the link in the description. I hope you do enjoy it and have a great day.